everybody, this is episode 366. It is February 2nd, 2019, 9:42 a.m. I think it's Groundhog's Day. Groundhog Day. Not Groundhog's Day, it's not a holiday for all the groundhogs. You get the special day for discovering America. It's 9:42 a.m. And I'm probably posting this a little bit too early in regards to being able to give shout outs for the comments on the last video because I only have TJ and President Oso. But that's okay, guys. If you comment on the last one, I'll try to squeeze you into the next one. I think I will be drawing again today, even though I should be taking the day off. Because things and shit just keeps happening. Shit and things and shit. So, yesterday I woke up about 7:30 p.m. because I went to sleep about 3 p.m. And to the news about the Ralph Northam thing. I saw it on Facebook, and while I was in the first sentence that came up on TV. And everybody's all over it, of course. And you know, the majority of liberals that I've heard from want him to resign. And he should resign. He needs to resign. I've heard a few saying that he shouldn't. You know, everyone deserves forgiveness. And I agree, they do. But not as governor. You know, if we didn't know about this while he ran, so he needs to go. We need to maintain consistency. You know, because if you don't call for Northam to resign, next week when the next racist incident with the Republican comes out, you're not going to have any credibility. Okay? Now, the Republicans who are all over this and just freaking out, they can just STFU because, quite frankly, this is my state, Virginia. When Nazis marched across it with tiki torches and they're running over people and their Camaros, those guys were silent. Some of them defended Nazis. And quite frankly, they got an opinion about my governor. Yeah, we don't want it from you. Stay out of it. You don't have any credibility. A bunch of hypocrites. I mean, they don't go after their own. They don't go after Steve King. They don't go after Donald Trump for all his racism. And don't you come in here and say, I don't know anything. Name one thing Donald Trump said that's racist. That's the dumbest thing in the world you can say. Other than I like Donald Trump and he's doing a great job. And to make my point here, that they're not really worried about racial justice. They just like to do the whole gotcha thing. And to make my point, the website that exposed this was created by people who worked on the Roy Moore campaign. Roy Moore, pedophile, racist. Come on, people. So, no consistency from those folks. This is kind of a short video today because it did not take me long to draw this. I went to work earlier than normal. I went to work about 10:30 last night because I just thought I just need to do this and get it done. But I did drink coffee while I was doing it, so alright, coffee me. TJ commented that Long John Silver's is complete garbage, which was a reference to something I'd said before. And for once, I actually have to agree with TJ. Actually, that might be the second time this week I have agreed with TJ. Well, I also agree with him about the location of Australia, but that's just simple facts, okay? Even though most Republicans probably wouldn't know that. I have a nephew in the Marines, and he is in New Zealand. Yes, we have Marines in New Zealand. And, but yeah, Long John Silver's, they're just gross. I went in there one time, like several years ago, and got a fish taco. Don't do that. Don't do that. I love fish tacos, but those things are not fish tacos. It's like they took the patty of a fish, like a McDonald's filet thing, and stuck it in a taco. It was just gross. Also, was talking about how he's not used to the cold, and he would freeze where I live. People who live here freeze. We don't really much like it either, but I'm okay all the way down through the 30s normally. But after several days in the 20s, I just thought this morning when I walked outside, okay, I'm starting to get tired of this. This is like the fifth day in a row that we're in the 20s. This is just balls. If you can find your balls, I mean, it's just too cold. Okay, gotta stop. It'll be up to the 50s again in a couple of days though. And he says it's fascinating how I do my cartoons. It fascinates me too. Like, how did I do that? It fascinates me that people watch them and read them. And you can tell that, yeah, I've had much practice. Yeah, about 30 years, I guess. And he agrees that voting day should be a holiday for everyone. TJ also goes on to, we went back to TJ because he left another comment about climate change and everything, but you just don't really stick with the scientists on this, do you, at all? So I'm not going to debate climate change with you. because it is real. I mean, the only scientists who don't believe in climate change are the ones who receive funding from oil companies. And you might, okay, no, here's one that works for a think tank. Yeah, think tank gets funding from oil companies. They're the only scientists in the world who don't believe in climate change. You cannot find a scientist who does not believe in climate change. He does not work for an oil company. All right? So, yeah. We're about done. Here's your cartoon, folks. This cartoon did not take long. It took less than an hour to draw. In color, though it took like 2.5 hours to do it. There was some procrastination as usual. Thank you folks for coming in, leaving comments. Leave a comment. You will probably get a shout out, unless I forget you. If somebody wants to comment under this one, like, hey, don't remember the last one, go ahead and look at those and give those shout outs. So click the red button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you understood the last thing I just said. That's great. Bye.